I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Network. Well, we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis. We're going to talk about Disney. As we know, Bob Chapek has gotten the heave-ho, and Bob Iger has reassumed his former position and now current position as CEO of Disney. Now, Disney has gotten even further involved with politics as they jumped out there, tried to make political statements, blatantly fight back against the parental rights in education bill that Ron DeSantis was pushing, the great governor of Florida. Once Bob Iger reassumed the position, I made a video the other day. We found out Iger was trying to back way off of political leanings and statements and acknowledge that kind of thing probably hurt the company. No shit. Stock prices, value of company plummeted once Disney got involved against Ron DeSantis. Now, Disney was already going downhill. Lucasfilm in the MCU, so much of their content has become a propaganda show for particularly the LGBTQ community. But hell, they were checking boxes a long time ago. Star Wars The Last Jedi, identity politics, war on capitalism, we hate all men, let's elevate females. We've seen all this crap over and over. So after Iger reassumed the position and made his statements the other day, some Republicans kind of insinuated, well, maybe Disney would get their benefits back because DeSantis stripped them of their self-governing status that was giving them so many perks, especially when it comes to taxes and calling their own shots with that Reedy Creek Improvement Act or whatever they called it from back in the day. Self-governing is what it was really had to do with. They were running their own country inside the state. So it was all of a sudden seeping around out there that Florida was going to flip the script and go back the other direction and cave to Disney. Well, enter Ron DeSantis, who has come out and he has said, no, the hell we're not. We're not backing off of that. They're not getting their status back. And Disney is still screwed in this state far as he is concerned. They will not be flipping back. They will not be changing their mind. Ron DeSantis shot this shit down quick. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is refuting a report that Florida is preparing to reverse its decision to strip Disney of its rights to operate autonomously around its theme parks in Florida. This is the Blaze. The Financial Times reported that Florida lawmakers are preparing to do a, quote, U-turn on dissolving the Reedy Creek Improvement District. The RCID was established in 1967, essentially gave Disney authority to operate its own private government in a jurisdiction that encircles its central Florida parks. But after Disney publicly feuded with Florida Republicans over legislation that protected children in grades K through 3 from public school instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity, Florida lawmakers voted to dissolve the Reedy Creek Improvement District. Now, Florida lawmakers are, quote, working on a compromise that would allow Disney to keep its arrangement largely in place with a few modifications, according to the Financial Times report. The development is reportedly attributed to Bob Chapek's departure as the CEO of Walt Disney Company last month and Chapek's predecessor, Bob Iger, returning as Disney's top executive. Quote, it's easier to shift policy when you don't have to defend the old policy. Florida State Rep Randy Fine said, Chapek screwed up, but Bob Iger doesn't have to own that screw up. In response to the report, Disney said the governor, quote, does not make U-turns. The governor was right to champion removing the extraordinary benefit given to one company through the Reedy Creek Improvement District. A statement from DeSantis' office said, NBC reports, quote, We will have an even playing field for businesses in Florida, and the state certainly owes no special favors to one company. Disney's debts will not fall on the taxpayers of Florida, the statement added. A plan is in the works and will be released soon. In a company town hall this week, Iger expressed regret over Disney's foray into politics. In response, DeSantis made it clear that Disney sold everything it will reap. Quote, we didn't drag them in. They went in on their own. Not only did they oppose the bill, they threatened to repeal it. These are parents' rights, important policies in our state that are very popular. They brought this on themselves. All we did was stand up for that what is right, DeSantis said on Fox News. Yes, they are a big, powerful company, but we stand up for our folks, and I don't care what Burbank, California's based company says about our laws. So there it is right there. DeSantis' office came out and said Disney will not be getting its special rights back. They will not be doing a U-turn on the decision that was made to strip those privileges away from Disney, regardless of Bob Iger having returned to the company or not, and expressing regret or not. He just come out and said Disney's not going to receive any special benefits, and they don't deserve to be any different than any other business in that state. Got to give Ron DeSantis credit. That rumor got out, and he shut it down immediately. Good. Disney doesn't deserve a damn thing. By the way, they just released a movie called Strange World. Had an LGBTQ lead storyline in it. The movie absolutely bombed at the box office, and I do mean royally bombed. There's talk of it losing $150 to $200 million is going to be lost on that film because they're pushing their political and woke agendas in the film, and people aren't going to see that shit. They're not. Good job, Ron DeSantis, as always. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.